The Dallas Stars take a 2-1 lead over the Wild.
The Rangers,
and the Cowboys take the steal of the first round.
Talk about it after the whistle. The Dallas Stars in Minnesota right now, getting ready for Game 4 set to take place on Saturday, tomorrow, if you're watching this. And, yeah, pretty dang good vibes, I would say. After a rough Game 1, brought it back with Game 2 and 3. We now lead the series 2-1. Before we get into any specifics about the games, how are you feeling overall, sort of generally speaking?
I really love how they played these last two games.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the second game. The second game was that physicality that I really wanted to see the Stars play, mainly in the regular season. But I'm glad it's happening in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'm still excited to see how they played for their first game away in the playoffs. Actually, for both teams, because they were both exhausted.
Yeah.
I like seeing that from both teams who really want to win.
It's quality hockey, brother.
Those are just entertaining games. We're not going to talk about Game 1.
Well, no. Well, we'll get into the quality hockey later. But first, let's talk about the lack of quality, poor quality, opposite of quality hockey. The Stars played in Game 1. Twas bad. Was very bad. And that's all I gotta say. No, I mean, it was just a lot of... There was no energy. They didn't play with any energy, and I mean, the players said that themselves after that game. It was like they weren't prepared for the playoffs yet. And, I mean, yeah, it was apparent. Otter didn't have himself a good game, but can't really blame him. The defense gave up a lot of high danger shots. So, but yeah, just a really ugly game. Just by the hair of our chinny chin chin, Robo's little mustache that he'll grow here in a couple of days, maybe. That little bit of hair. He got himself a goal so that we didn't get shut out. That happened late in the second period, but it was Minnesota all day. And part of the reason was sort of what I said last week, which was we got to watch our penalty minutes. Obviously, we'll get into Game 3 here in a minute, but we went on the power play really early with, again, it was Tyler Myers. Who could have predicted that? But with a penalty from Tyler Myers, we went on the power play penalty kill really early, and it just never let us get any momentum. The Minnesota would score on that power play, and we could never really build up any momentum after that. Anytime we were kind of building up momentum, I feel like we took another penalty, and Minnesota had another power play where we just couldn't do anything offensively. All our momentum died. So I think it was a big reason why we stayed out of that game. It was just, I mean, we took the same amount of penalties as Minnesota, but I feel like ours were worse timed. I do. And I feel like taking the first one and then letting a goal be scored on that one, it was a big reason that went so far in Minnesota's way. But yeah.
Also, doesn't help that the Stars don't have a winning record for Game 1s.
I mean, yeah, it's just I was hoping we'd break it, hoping we'd have a good homestand. I still think we did. Again, we'll talk about Game 2 here in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what teams aim for any Game 1. Especially in the NBA too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that a lot too. Most of these games were like blowouts.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really agree with it, but it's seeing how the other team plays.
It's Dallas Stars tradition. You lose Game 1, okay? And then it's time to actually play hockey. And we're good enough to that works, I guess. But yeah, continues our struggles at Game 1. We lose 6-1 ultimately. Well, let's get into the good games. Game 2, still here in Dallas. Quality game, good game. We get on the board first with a goal from Wyatt Johnston, assist from Niels Lundqvist and Oscar Beck. And what a wacky one that was, huh? You remember that?
No.
That goal, that was the goal that hit off the backboard, off the goalie's back, into the net. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
And they call it the BACKSHOT.
I'm sure. I don't remember hearing that, but yeah, just a truly crazy goal for Wyatt Johnson there. They got us starting early, which just sort of made it clear that the puck was going to roll our way that game, and we saw that a couple more times in the game. They would try it up with a goal from Brock Faber, who had himself a really good game in Game 2, actually. Brock Faber had a great game in Game 2, and Game 3 as well. But he got that goal from Brock Faber, assisted by Quinn Hughes. They tied it up. Then Matt Duchesne on the power play. Pretty goal. Pretty goal. Assisted from Mikko Rantanen. Pretty goal, guys. Very pretty assist. Very pretty goal. Looked seamless. Mwah. Gave us the lead in the second. Then at the start, or early in the third, 7 minutes into the third, Jason Robertson gets himself a nice one to take us up 3-1. They would eventually bring it back within one. Another goal from Brock Faber. And then we would keep the lead until they pull their goalie. A handful of penalties taken, or not a handful, but a couple of penalties taken from Minnesota. Us too. We took a too many men on the ice call, and then they took a too many men on the ice call, and then they took a slashing call to really end it. But while we were on the power play, they had their goalie pulled, and Wyatt Johnson with a wacky roller, just sort of just happened to go in. Even his empty net goal is a power play goal. That's Wyatt Johnson, baby. But just a real quality game for both sides. It was still a really good game. Our penalty kill was the stand-up. They had 4 power plays, didn't score on a single one of them. We scored on 2 of 5, one of those being the empty netter, obviously. But we scored on 2 of 5. Really good game. Hits 35-27. Like you said, we were a lot more physical in this game, too, against Minnesota than we had been in pretty much any game so far this season. We were taking a lot of hits, but we were dishing them back out. Obviously, standout, beautiful hit from Colin Blackwell that really got the energy going in that stadium. Really got the energy going for the Stars. And there were a couple other great hits. Bishop had a nice hit. They sort of threw, I'm pretty sure it was, or if I remember correctly, Ritz Cohen's head right into the bench glass. You remember that? That was kind of crazy. I thought he was getting ejected. They just called the double minor. That was surprising to me, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, Foligno. I really thought he was gonna be ejected for the rest of the game. I thought he should have. It looked pretty flagrant to me, but double minor. It is what it is, I guess.
You let them play.
They did. I mean, there was a lot of the refs have been, the Zebras, they've been a little weird this series. But they've been weird for both teams, so I don't think it's been unfair. It's just been a little weird because it's been on both ways, but it's definitely both ways. I've been like, oh yeah, that's the noise I've been making at the TV when calls are made.
I think you saw that more Game 3 too, when both teams were exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I think you saw like major missed calls from both sides, and then
there's some plays where it's just like that was definitely a penalty, and there's sometimes there's like it's a kind of a weak whistle, like it kind of technically maybe can be a penalty. Yeah, that doesn't get called a lot. That happened in Game 2 a couple times, and early in Game 3, and then there are other times where it's like you didn't call that. For both teams. Again, for both teams. I think they had a couple missed calls against Dallas as well. So, the Zebras have been a little bit weird.
Especially in Game 3, too. I'm pretty sure it was, what's his name? Mikko Rantanen. Mm-hmm. He went to try to get the puck, and the Wild player just flopped and tripped, and they called that tripping. Yeah. But I think like way before that, because both teams were tired, it looked like one of the Stars player like grabbed the Wild guy and just like threw himself back. Yeah, that wasn't a call.
There was some stuff. Yeah, absolutely, definitely, there was some stuff.
That was pretty funny, actually.
It was. But again, I think the biggest story of Game 2 was how good our penalty kill was. And that story continues into game 3. Again, sort of what I said last week when we were talking about this, the playoff preview. I was like, we gotta watch the penalty minutes. Even though our penalty kill is so good, we gotta watch the penalty minutes. I guess I was wrong. At least I have been so far. Because game 2 and 3, they had a total of 11 power plays and only scored on one of them. So, that's crazy. Keep it going with that penalty kill. And that's a big Essa Lindell, Miro Heiskanen thing. And Harley as well. I mean, it's all our defensemen, but Miro Heiskanen, Essa Lindell specifically have been crazy good on penalty kills so far this playoffs. And then Radek Fox, especially last game, game 3. Brother, that guy was putting it all out there. He blocked, I think they said 6 shots. That he led the team in block shots, and we had 26 blocked shots.
Yeah, most of those block shots for him.
30 block shots, and
most of those block shots he had no stick.
Yeah, Fox had no stick out there on the penalty kill for a reason. He's the one that still managed to be the one that turned the puck over, got it to his teammate. They cleared it. Brother, Fox left it all out there, brother. You can tell him I like the guy. That guy, he put it all out there. He was this close to getting the game-winning goal too.
Yeah, that's
dude, and he was he deserved to score that goal.
He was all alone. The goaltender was like up a little bit, so there was that huge.
It was wide open. It's just that the puck was rolling the wrong way, and off of his stick, it just went that way, and it was just like, oh. If the Wild won, dude, the Wild also had an opportunity similar to that. It wasn't as super clear wide open, but they had a pretty dang good chance that they also whiffed on. But if the Wild won after that Fox miss, dude, I would have been so bad because Fox had played so good last night or on Wednesday night. It was just like, he deserves to win this game, and he was this close to getting the game-winning goal, and then he whiffed, and it was like, oh gosh.
Mind you, this game went to 2 overtimes.
It did, yeah. I haven't even said that. This game went into double overtime. We played an extra 40 minutes of hockey. Well, I guess an extra 30 because we won with just over 10 minutes into the fourth overtime.
And the way the second overtime was going, I thought we were gonna see a third overtime.
For real. Well, dude, in overtime 1. Well, the Wild had most of the control in overtime 1, and that was partially because we took 2 power plays. But the Wild had most of the control in that first overtime. But we managed to survive that. And then in that second overtime, we had all the control. After getting it that first minute, almost 2 minutes. No, first about minute.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Of our penalty kill, which, again, did a great job. We had all the control in that second overtime. Quinn Hughes took that penalty for interference. And then the delay of game where we were just laying it on him, dude. That was a forced delay of game. You know? It wasn't just a accidental delay of game. It was a delay game that happened because of how aggressive our offense was being at that time. Even though everyone was so tired and dead, they were forcing they were putting on that pressure. The guy was tired enough to where he tried to flick it far away, hit the glass, and he missed. Forced delay of game. Beautiful, beautiful plays. And beautiful freaking heart, brother. Oh, my God. Also, I love hockey.
Also, Ottinger played amazing in overtime, too.
He played phenomenal. I mean, the whole game. Both game 2 as well. I don't think we mentioned it, but game 2 and 3. Such good goaltending, dude, from Otter.
Good bounce back from game 1,
again, is this big reason we won game 2, because they had a lot of quality shots that he just gloves. He just steers away. There was also one point in game 3. Was it game 3 or game 2, where he kind of turned it over while he was behind the net. I don't remember if that was in game 2 or game 3. They didn't end up scoring a goal off of it, but he was behind the net and didn't get it past the Minnesota defender, and they had a little bit of a chance there. And then afterwards, I don't know who it was. If it was, I think it was Lindell who managed to get in the net and clear it and disrupt that play a little bit. After that, they called a timeout or something. He went over there and hugged him on the bench. I don't remember if that was game 2 or game 3, but yeah, Otter was phenomenal. Phenomenon-Otter. We know it. God Otter. He's the water. He's the guy. In game 4, saw 31 shots, saved 28 of them. Beautiful Bonamiche. Beautiful guy, man. Okay, after that game 1, he said himself, that game's over with, you move on. And boy, has it. He's played 2 incredible performances back to back. And not to take anything away from Wallstedt, because, brother, their goalie's popping off too, but we're just better. Sorry to say it. Not sorry to say it.
Yeah, I also like to, especially in the third game, or I don't know. I felt like in overtime they were taking a little too much time to set up a shot, but then the second overtime they were just shooting as soon as they had.
They got aggressive. Yeah,
that's what I want to see them. I want to see the Stars do that more too.
And that game-winning goal was a beauty, and it had Pavelski written all over it. I'll tell you what, and plenty of people say, I'm definitely not the first person to say it, but that was a Pavelski tipper all day, dude. That was a Pavelski tipper from Wyatt all day. And again, another power play goal for Wyatt in the season, another power play goal for him in the playoffs. Dude, that was a beauty. That was a beauty. Just, who was it that just sort of let it rip, and Heiskanen just lets it rip. Would have been was a little off. Why just eek. Oh, it was so good, brother. Oh man, sorry if I punched the mic. But yeah, and I mean, game 3 was scary for a while. We scored the first 2 goals, took a good lead in the first period, and then they scored 3 unanswered. But Matt Duchene, again on the power play, again assisted by Mikko Rantanen, is able to get a goal to tie it up, and then that beautiful overtime. And it was another good goal from Duchene and Rantanen, again on the power play, on the rush. Pretty.
These are the Stars that I know.
Yep, this is the hockey I've been. Oh God, hockey's fun. But yeah, again, this game we gave the Wild 7 power plays. We had 8 ourselves. A lot of penalties in this game. We scored on 3 of our 8. They scored on 1 of their 7. So again, insanely good by our penalty kill. Again, most credit to Miro Heiskanen and Esa Lindell. Miro Heiskanen actually broke his played the most time on ice he's played in his career with 43 and some odd seconds. 43 minutes and some odd seconds. He was on the ice for more than 2 whole periods of hockey. And bro, I mean, oh man, he's such the best defender in the league, brother. Oh my God, he's so good. He's so good, man. But I mean, obviously everyone had a bunch of ice time. It's not even funny. 43 minutes and 5 seconds of ice time for Miro Heiskanen, beating out the next closest guy by 13 minutes. You know, that's Esa Lindell and Johnston, who both had 30 minutes of ice time. And then Miro Heiskanen's got 43 minutes. He's so good. Oh, 4. The guy. Oh, I love him. Harley also had 29 and a half minutes. These guys. Oh, R2 Huru. Well, he didn't play game 1. They had who do they have in? They didn't have Huru in, okay? And he came in game 2. Huru, just like Blackwell, he had a great game in game 2, honestly. And he had a good game in game 3 as well. But game 2, Huru was a force on the ice. Was always made a handful of good plays. He didn't end up getting any points, but he was always there. Was touched the puck a lot when he was on the ice. Hoover had a great game in game 2, and after not playing game 1. Who the heck did he take over for? Because we switched him out with Adam Erne. No hate to Adam Erne, but Huru came in for Erne, and Huru, I want him to stay on the ice. He had a great game in game 2. Still had a good game in game 3. Not as good as game 2, but he was still there and he was still making a difference, dude. Yeah.
Hopefully they can continue that on game 4. Yeah, game 4, which is Saturday.
Saturday, still in Minnesota. Yes.
They better win. And
Saturday at 4:30. Finally, the game isn't starting at freaking 9 o'clock. And it will hopefully end before midnight. If it doesn't end before midnight, that'd be crazy. 18 overtimes. Oh, man.
Ooh, but you said you got Stars winning in 6 games, right?
I do. So far, my prediction, I still stand by it. I predicted that we would win both home games because I thought maybe we'd win game 1. We didn't. So that prediction wrong. I think I was kind of a fool. I shouldn't have been as hopeful. I should remember. Game 1 isn't for the Stars, okay? That's just the rule. It's our tradition. We lose game 1.
It's the unspoken rule.
I'm still confident in my prediction. Stars in 6. The games we lose will get blown out. That still holds true. The game we win are going to be dogfights. That still holds true. I still stand by the prediction. I was telling Isaiah off screen after we got destroyed game 1. I was having a conversation with my sister. I was like, I don't think I'm going to wear a jersey today for the game. And I didn't. I actually wore this jacket. I was wearing my hat. We won that game. I didn't wear a jersey again for game 3. We won that game. I don't think I'm going to wear a jersey for the rest of the playoffs. Just because it doesn't feel like a jersey kind of vibe, okay? I'm not feeling the jersey vibe, okay? I'm standing by it because I felt good not wearing a jersey. So I'm standing by it. I'm not wearing a jersey for the rest of the playoffs.
If you remember Fabian's Rangers manifest, this is the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
I don't remember Fabian's Rangers manifest. Remind me what happened?
When you were wearing your rally hat.
Oh, yeah.
And the Rangers just did not play good.
Yeah. Look, brother, okay? I'm a superstitious man. I grew up in sports. What do you want from me? This is how it goes. There's not a jersey vibe, okay? At least not for me. Obviously, other people, they got that jersey vibe. I don't got that jersey vibe. This isn't, at the very least, this series, I'm not wearing a jersey again. It's not that jersey vibe.
So if the Stars lose, it's because Fabian's wearing a jersey.
No, I don't know about all that. But if I am wearing a jersey and we lose, yeah, it's my fault. Okay? And I'm okay with you blaming me if I'm wearing a jersey. If you see me wearing a jersey, yell at me, slap me. Not the jersey vibe.
This is what I've been waiting for too. Playoffs.
Yes, dude. It's the playoff vibe, dude. Feels so good. So good to be in it, brother. Feels so good to be in it. After that double overtime game, needed the 2-day break. Thursday and Friday, no hockey or no Stars hockey. And again, like you said, on Saturday, we're playing game 4 in Minnesota. Needed that 2-day break after playing an extra 30 minutes of hockey. Like you said, they were beat. You saw, the second that that goal scored, both teams are ready to get off the ice.
Yeah, the Stars scored. They were just like,
yeah,
like that.
They just sort of hugged against the ice, against the glass. But yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready for Saturday. I'll tell you that.
I am too. It's gonna be a really good game. It's gonna be a really good game. Can't say that about the next team though.
Well, who are we talking about next?
The Rangers.
Look, we don't know that. Okay, again, we're very. Okay, let's talk about the Rangers. Let's talk about baseball. Okay, Rangers are very. I think I'm ready to say, here 25 games into the season, almost 15% of the way through the season. I'm prepared to say Rangers are mid. Once again, I'm prepared to say the Rangers are mid. We're gonna finish the season 82-80 instead of 81-81. Okay, Rangers. I'm ready to say officially mid. We're bad. I don't. We're bad. We're mid. What happened this week? Let's see. We lose the series to Seattle. Game we won, we shut them out. DeGrom, he's definitely not pitching mid. 4 innings pitched. Threw a lot of pitches in those innings, so he only threw 4 innings. But 4 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. But yeah, he got us I think 90 in 4 innings, which is a little crazy. So he doesn't get the win in this game. That goes to Gavin Collier. I believe that's how it's said. That's the win goes to him. But Jacob DeGrom, absolute great performance from him. Okay? And they don't end up scoring a single run in this game. With a home run in the first is really all we needed from Brandon Nimmo. We got some RBIs from Langford, Berger, McCutcheon, and then Young got one in the top of the ninth. Sort of let us cruise to a win. Then in Game 2 against Seattle, we lost. Pitching was Evaldi, 5 innings pitched, allowed 2 earned runs. Not a bad performance from him at all. There was 1 unearned run because, again, I think I've said this on the podcast, but if I haven't, I'll say it now. I've at least said it off the podcast. Our pitching is about the same. You can maybe say our bullpen's a little bit better. Our batting's just a little bit better. Our defense has gotten a lot worse. Again, last season we had the best defense in franchise history. And we've had so many errors so far this season. And it's the same guys. We've had so many errors. In this game, we had 2. We're averaging like 1 a game. That's not true, but
it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe we're not to quite 1 a game, but we're having a lot of errors. I wouldn't be surprised if we had. I don't know. Look it up. Look it up for me. Look up who's leading the league in errors. I wouldn't be surprised if it's us. If not, we're in the top 5 at least because we've had so many errors. Definitely our defense is taking a step back. But 3 runs scored while Evaldi's pitching, even though only 2 of them are earned runs because errors. Then in the top of the 6th, Josh Young homered for a solo home run because, again, that's all we can do. We hit home runs every now and then, but no one's ever on base. And then when people are on base, we don't hit home runs. So we're not going to score any runs. They get a couple more runs in the bottom of the 8th. A couple meaning 4. They get 1 more run in the bottom of the 6th and then 3 more runs in the bottom of the 8th off of other pitchers. Also, their names known as Cole Quantrill because he's the only guy that pitched after Evaldi in this game because our batting was so bad. And we had no point to try. And then Evan Carter and Ezekiel Duran get a couple of RBIs in the top of the 9th just to make it look less bad. Even though it still looked bad, 7-3, we lose. We lose 5-2 in the last game against Seattle. Same sort of story, except they scored a bit earlier. On Mackenzie Gore, 5 innings pitched. They earned all 5 runs against him. 7 hits, 5 strikeouts. 2 home runs, J.P. Crawford, or 3 home runs. So 3 of those 7 hits were all home runs. Rob Refsnyder, J.P. Crawford, Randy Arozarena all hit home runs off of him for a total of 5 runs. Top of the 7th, we get a couple of runs to not get shut out. Still lose 5-2. We only had 5 hits in this game. Seattle only had 8, but 3 of those were home runs. So tough on Mackenzie Gore. Then we win the series against the Pirates. Start off good. Game 1, we win 5-1. Ryan O'Hearn. First inning, Kumar Rocker lets in a run. He ends up going 6 innings pitch. That's the only run he allowed. Only run the Rangers allowed. He was this close to allowing 3 more runs off a home run. But Evan Carter with a beautiful snag robs a home run. Kumar Rocker gets out of it. Doesn't allow any other runs. So 6 innings pitch, 1 earned run. Good start from Kumar Rocker. Still, again, I'm really high on him. I'm expecting to do some good things this season, as he has so far in his starts. And then, we got a couple hits. We ended this game with 8 hits. Again, had 2 errors. And this game with 8 hits, but got a handful of RBIs. Again, if those hits come with runners on base, that's more than enough. So get 2 runs in the bottom of the second. That's Evan Carter single and Josh Smith sacrifice fly. And then bottom of the fifth, Ezekiel Duran, Corey Seager, Josh Young, all put balls in place to score 3 more runs. We end up winning 5-1. Again, great play by Carter is really what changed the game, because those runs, those 3 runs came in after Evan Carter robbed that home run, so that built a little bit of momentum for the team. Game 2. This is the game he was telling me about. We suck. The Pirates score in the first inning off of Jack Leiter. He lets in 1 run in the first inning, just a single. Just a single. They get in 1 run. And then Leiter pitches all the way through the 5th, completes all 5 innings, allows 2 more earned runs. In the top of the 5th, again, we had 2 errors. So there was another run scored in the 5th that was unearned. But we keep going. In the bottom of the 2nd, we actually hit a Josh Young home run for 2-run home run. Good job. Jock Peterson was on base. Josh Young hits a homer. 2-run home run. We actually take the lead for a little bit. Top of the 5th, they take the lead back. Again, one of those runs was an unearned run because of our errors. But they go up 4-2. Jake Berger, single to center in the bottom of the 8th. Right on time. Jake Berger, who's been one of our better hitters. Again, I repeat it, Jake Berger, Brandon Nimmo, they're my boys. They're the only guys that I trust right now to go up there and get hits, especially with runners in scoring position, or runners on base in general. But Jake Berger goes up there, gets a hit. 2-run score, Brandon Nimmo and Andrew McCutcheon. We tie the game, 4-4, bottom of the 8th. Go to the top of the 9th. Cole Winn. Cole Winn. That's on base a ton of people. And then eventually Fielder's Choice brings in 1 run, and then they bring in what's his name? Jalen Beeks. Cole Winn only gets the 1 out. They bring in Jalen Beeks, who gets a home run to O'Neal Cruz. Only one of those runs goes against him because the other runners were attributed to Cole Winn. So Cole Winn gets 3 earned runs. Jalen Beeks gets 1 earned run. But that was an absolute freaking missile from O'Neal Cruz. He hit the top of the foul pole. That was crazy. I've never seen that. The announcer's never seen that. Most people have never seen that. It was a bomb. He hit the top of the foul pole. Definitely no question if it was fair or foul. They hit a home run. They go up 8-4. We don't do anything in the bottom of the 9th. I don't think we got a hit. Let me double check that. Bottom of the 9th. Struck out, flied out, struck out. So yeah, nothing in the bottom of the 9th. We end up losing 8-4. Loss goes to Cole Winn, obviously. And again, Jack Leiter, good pitching performance. 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, not 4. And again, 2 errors from the Rangers. Did you get that stat? Who leads the league in errors?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting Washington Nationals.
Okay. Can you see where we rank on that list? Because we have to be in the top 3, dude. Because we have so many errors. We do, like I said, though, we managed to win the series against the Pirates. We end up winning Game 3 as well. Bottom of the 3rd, 2-run home run from Evan Carter. He's got a bit more pop to his bat. He's had a couple home runs this season. Bottom of the 4th, Jock Peterson gets a hit, brings in Josh Smith, and then Corey Seager a little bit later in the same inning. 3-run home run makes it 6-0. That's where we'd stay. O'Neal Cruz gets himself a solo home run off of Jacob deGrom, who went 5.2 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts. Jacob deGrom, again, is a king. He's pitching beautifully. Gets the win in this game. And that's the only run that the Pirates would score all game. Beautiful. Beautiful from Jacob deGrom. 5 hits. The relievers didn't allow a single hit. That's 3.1 innings without a single hit from our relievers. Good job from them as well. Only 1 walk from Jacob deGrom, 1 walk from Collier. Our pitching is good, ain't it? And our batting did enough. Where are we on that list?
It says we're tied for 10th place for errors.
Really? Is everyone having a lot of errors? Am I crazy? Were we so good last season? Is this normal? This doesn't feel normal. We have had so many games We've had so many games with 2 errors. We've had so many games with 1 error. I feel like at the very least, our defense is taking a big step back from last season because of how good it was last season. But man, I don't like it. What are your thoughts on the Rangers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Like I said, I think we're mid. Our batting still isn't good enough, especially with runners on base.
I mean, I don't know. I want to say at least they're like close to 500 because I don't know. At any given point of the season, I'm pretty sure maybe the Rangers do find it and they, I don't know, they have like the best games that,
Right.
which could help with later in the season if they're in the position for a playoff push.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just kind of glad they're right there at 500. Now, like last season, I'm pretty sure we're like 5 games behind at this point, or 3.
Man, we're nowhere near the top of the list. We're 10th best. We're tied for 10th best. That's crazy. You guys live like this? That's how many errors most teams have? More than us? We've had way too many errors. I don't like it. Maybe I got spoiled with last season. But maybe it's just cuz I feel like our errors have been really impactful this season. A lot of runs have come off of them. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
I guess let me look that up. But yeah, you're right. At least we've been able to stay above 500. And with how mediocre the entire of the AL West is playing right now, maybe that'll be enough to get us to the playoffs. But I don't have a lot of confidence in this team right now, man. You know?
That's what we gotta hope for. The Rangers at some point of the season find out what they gotta do, play better defense, or they just get like the string of pretty decent teams that they can win against, which I'm pretty sure they definitely could have won these last few games.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, again, I don't know. Our pitching continues to be good. Our hitting just has to step up and do the same, dude. Same story as last season. I think we're just a little bit better than we were last season. But again, that just means we're going to go 82 and 80 instead of 81 and 81. Right now, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm feeling. And, like, technically, Jock Peterson is batting better. Technically, our worst guys are batting better. But at the same time, like, Josh Smith isn't batting good. He was one of our consistent guys last season. Wyatt Langford, same deal. He's batting very, very mediocre. Again, we got the Brandon Nimmo and Jake Berger, who are their standouts, and Corey Seager is getting his fair share of RBI home runs. So he's doing his job, but nowhere near as well as he's done it before. And then everyone else is just, they'll get a hit 1 every 3 games. They'll get something maybe. Ezekiel Duran has been a little bit steady, maybe. It's just I don't like our offense. I don't like our batting. Sorry, I punched the mic again. Yeah.
We don't want to be average.
No, I definitely not want to be average. So over the last 2 series, these last 2 series, Seattle and Pirates, we do have the most earned runs, or tied for the most errors these in the last 6 games. So maybe it's recency bias that I'm feeling. But I feel like we've had a lot of errors this season. Yeah.
Still not a good thing. It's still not a good thing.
No, definitely not. Very, very mid. But we'll see. All it needs is, it's a long season. We're not even 20% of the way through the season. We're not even a fifth of the way through the season. So there's a lot of time for...
Just almost like the same conversation we had last year.
Yes.
Around this part.
Yep.
Around this time.
But it was more hopeful because last season hadn't happened. But we're less than 20% of the way through the season, less than a fifth of the way through the season. There's plenty of time, and there's so many games of baseball season for our hitters to pick it up. And again, all we need is for 2-3 more hitters to pick it up, become what we know they can be. I've said that plenty of times last season too. But what we know they can be, and we're a much better team with just 1-2 more real hitters. And again, with runners on base, there was a game. Oh shoot, was that this week or last week? I think it was this week. We left 17 on base. I think that was a game against Seattle. Let me double check this, because we left 17 on base, dude. That was sad. What game was that? Where we left 17 on base? 16 left on base. Our second game against Seattle that we lost 3-7. 16 left on base. We had the bases loaded 2 times in that game. There's 6 right there. And we had 10 other base runners. We had left on base. That's like, guys, that's almost two left on base an inning. That's almost an average of 2 left on base an inning. You listening to me. Especially with runners on base, we got to learn to hit the ball. Because again, we have a lot of solo home runs. And I mean, those happen, they're nice. But we got to get some home runs with runners on base. Or hits. We don't need home runs. We just need hits. And that's the reason that I'm shouting out Brandon Nimmo and Jake Berger. They're the guys that are getting those RBIs. And Corey Seager's got a lot of RBIs. Most of them are solo home runs, maybe 2-run home runs. Brandon Nimmo and Jake Berger, those are the guys that are actually hitting. That's the kind of hitting that I want to see. They're the guys that are hitting with runners on base. It's 16 left on base. Oh, dude, I was pissed after that game. Now I remember, dude. I was so mad after that game. 16 left on base. It's crazy. And at least one of those innings was with the bases loaded, where there was 1 out, but running bases loaded. And we didn't score. We left all those guys stranded.
To make matters worse, that was also the day the Stars were losing 6-1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. I think if we look at my messages to you and my messages to my sister on that, it looks like I'm having a breakdown. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that now. I was not happy.
Yeah, I was watching the Stars. The Stars are getting blown out. I was like, you know what? I'll watch the Rangers. The Rangers started getting blown out, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do some homework.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I was fluid. I remember. I completely forgot. Yeah, you're right. I remember texting my sister and you. And I was like, oh my god. Rangers, please. There's still a lot of time, boys. There's still a lot of time.
Play physical like the Stars.
In other news, Wyatt Langford's on the 10-day IL. Robert Garcia, 10 or 15. Chris Martin still on the 10 or 15. I think 15. But he should be back this week. Yeah. That's the injury news that I remember. So we called up Osuna because Wyatt Langford got injured, so we'll see if he can have a little bit of fun while he's here. Yeah. Danny Jansen's been a bit better defensive catcher than Higashioka so far, but they've both been okay. But Danny Jansen's been a little bit better on the defensive side of the ball at least. But not that Higashioka's been bad, but definitely doesn't use the ABS challenges like Danny Jansen does. Which I gotta be honest, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but kind of hate the ABS. So that's a topic for another day. I'm done with baseball. I'm tired of baseball. But I kind of hate the ABS system. But I'll get into that later. I'm gonna make a whole separate thing about that. Let's talk about another team.
Should we talk about the other mid team? Or not mid, but
at least a very disappointing week from them. Let's talk about the Dallas Renegades.
The Dallas Renegades on the road for the first time. Lose to the Aviators 28-14. The Aviators get their first win of the season while giving the Renegades their first loss of the season.
And you, credit to you, kind of predicted it last week.
I wish I wasn't right.
Yeah, me too. But
This is like this is also kind of weird too because this is their first loss. It happened in their away game. Last season, the Renegades did not do good on the road. I'm pretty sure they only won one game on the road.
yeah,
But on the other hand, this was the Renegades' like third game in 11 days,
yeah,
and people were dropping on the Renegades. They kept getting injured. I think at one point it was the Aviators ran 3 plays, and each of those 3 plays a Renegade was down.
yeah.
Also doesn't help that our run defense is bad.
It sure is.
The Aviators are running all over the Renegades.
Well, we actually was that trade happened before or after the Aviators game?
I think it was after.
Yeah, the Renegades made a trade.
Luis Perez
traded away Luis Perez to the Battlehawks, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw St. Louis.
Let me double check.
That's St. Louis, right? Battlehawks?
Yeah. I'll double check that right now. The specificities of that. But you keep talking.
Yeah, Austin Reed did not have that good of a game. It was much like last week. I'm pretty sure he finished with like 147 yards. But this game he finished with 144 yards. He still got 2 touchdowns out of those though. Yeah, the Aviators were up most of this game. The Aviators had the ball majority of the game, mainly because of how the Aviators were running the ball. Really, we've been praising the Renegades defense for, stopping runs and stopping passing plays.
Yeah.
But the Renegades defense, because so many people were getting hurt, the Aviators had their way.
Yeah. On the ground. They had.
And I'm not happy.
Yeah. They well, how many rushing yards? You might have said it already while I was looking this up, but how many rushing yards they have?
The Aviators had a total of 201 rushing yards.
Yeah, they had their way, brother. Yeah.
And it obviously forced the Renegades to throw. The offensive line could not block, and it's kind of like what I said in the first game too.
Yeah. The
offensive line will be good in the beginning of the game, but towards the end of the game, the offensive line will get tired.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good look, at least for like the first game on the road.
Well, and I think it's also, again, our offensive line definitely has been mediocre. But we've been having quick passes. Our receivers have been getting open quickly, and Austin Reed's been able to scramble a little bit to make those plays. But that's why our running game has been so weak, I think. Or at least part of the reason that our running game has been so weak is that our offensive line just isn't up to snuff. I thought it was for a defensive tackle. It was actually for an offensive tackle. We traded Luis Perez to the St. Louis Battlehawks for Corey Stewart, offensive tackle from the Battlehawks. So, theoretically improving our offensive line a little bit, hopefully. But we'll see if that ends up being the case or not.
Yeah, but I mean, also, even if the Renegades were wanting to work on their rushing, they couldn't because almost this whole game they were down or tied. I think the only really good scoring drive was the very first drive the Renegades had. And then from there on, the Aviators had their way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like what you said, I like how Austin Reed can run the ball when he can.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he only had 3 rushes though, but one of those rushes came
pretty clutch, you think?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought they said he ran it for 41 yards, which I thought was pretty crazy that a quarterback could run that far without getting tackled. But he had 3 rushes for 41 yards.
Okay.
And the longest was that 13 13-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like what you said, the Renegades have those short passes. And I don't think that's that bad to get in the groove of the passing game.
Right.
But not the whole game. It's kind of like what we had conversations about with the Cowboys and their play calling.
Yeah. Well, especially like you got to be able to run it in the red zone, especially, and which we haven't been able to do either. When we've had to throw out slant routes, quick outs to score when we do get in the red zone, because the Renegades offense has been so high flying. We haven't had too many red zone snaps because we score from outside the red zone most of the time, or at least outside the 10-yard line, where we can. Throw the ball more comfortably. But when we've been inside that 10-yard line, we've struggled because we just have no run game. And again, if that passing game's not working, we have had no run game. And then our field goal kicker hasn't been super accurate either.
Yeah, I forgot all about our kicker.
Yeah. The
punts too. The punts.
Yeah, our special teams as a whole been very, very lackluster. Too bad. Same thing with our just our special teams.
Yeah, kick return, punt return.
Kick return, punt return, but also like what's the word I'm looking for? Our special team unit our kickoff unit that's supposed to tackle their returners we've consistently given them better returns than we were getting.
Yeah. I think at one point we didn't even cross the 20.
Yeah. We've been our returns have been bad. Definitely the special team needs a little bit of looking at too.
Yeah, that's why I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt because it is crazy playing 3 games in 11 days.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty crazy, but I mean, we couldn't have lost to a team that was like a little better than the Aviators. I mean, they had 0. That's almost pretty embarrassing.
I don't know. I think that like the fact that it was so, because they didn't have, and maybe they transitioned to it so much, but like we stopped their run pretty well when they were here. So I feel like it is an exhaustion thing where that's the thing you do against a tired defense is you run the ball more, and that's what they did. They
also just had no answer to it too.
Yeah, but that's because we had an exhausted defense. I think one of our top linebackers got injured, and we just didn't really have a answer to it because. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, 3 games in 11 days is crazy. That game happened earlier in the week than I thought it would. I didn't realize it was happening until it was happening.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be that Thursday game, but it was Friday.
Yeah. But yeah.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what I was gonna say. I felt like it was important to say too. But I mean, the Renegades do get a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
They play on the 26th against the Kings.
So on Sunday?
Yeah, against the Kings. But I'm pretty sure the Kings was the team that I said they might have trouble with, especially their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's the right team I'm thinking of because I think the game that I saw versus the Kings,
mm-hmm.
the quarterback can run and he can throw it pretty good.
Right.
So if the Renegades lost their good offensive line or linebackers for the rushes, this quarterback might be able to run all over the Renegades.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that does not happen. But with how good their quarterback is, I want to see Austin Reed have a bounce back game. And our receivers too. This is the first loss, so I guess this is kind of like what you should expect after a loss. Because I'm still gonna say our team's pretty good, even though the only team undefeated now is the Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Renegades will bounce back. This next game's gonna be at home,
Yeah, I think so.
and then 2 away games, and then their last home game is the 15th of May, and then they end the season.
2 more
on the
away
road.
games. Yep.
Yeah, the first home game is. Oh, you said away. My bad.
Yeah, last 2 games are away games. Of the regular season.
Yeah, of the regular season. I forgot how the UFL playoffs work.
I think it's only 4 teams still.
Only 4 teams.
Yeah. Well, because there's 8 teams in the league.
I guess that makes
Top
sense.
4 teams. Top 2 from each conference or division.
Yeah, they play that one round and this the championship round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, hopefully the Renegades will be in that one, but that's kind of ways away.
Yeah, we still got. We still got. We started the season off good. I still have. There it goes. I still have confidence in our offense and our secondary, especially. I think we still had a pick in that game against the Aviators that we lost. I think our secondary, our defensive backs especially, are quality. So we have a lot of good pieces. But we'll see if this piece we're adding to our offensive line will help us out in it at all, at least with depth maybe. And we'll see if our defensive run game can, stop them a bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry. I was also gonna say that although it does suck that we lost to the only one of the only teams that haven't won a game, it especially sucks that our first loss obviously came on the road, and also gonna go into the hope the Renegades can bounce back for this home game, and then I want to see what they can do against the Defenders and Stallions when they're away. The Defenders, I'm pretty sure, won the championship last season. And the Stallions, they don't look... Yeah, sounds like it. The Stallions don't really look that good either, but the Renegades are away. Much like the Aviator game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tough game too.
Yeah.
I just hope the Renegades have a better record on the road, and I hope it's not like last season.
I agree. You want to keep talking football?
Yeah, we can keep talking football.
Let's keep talking football. Moving on from the UFL to the NFL. Obviously, we have the first round of the NFL draft happen today. Not today, yesterday, Thursday.
The second round's today.
Second and third round are today. Yes, tonight. Or the second and third round. But Thursday night, we had the first round of the NFL draft, of which, if you recall, as we said multiple times, and as had happened, Cowboys had 2 first-round picks, number 12 and number 20. Didn't end up drafting either of those positions, but still had 2 first-round picks. So, let's go through it. You want to go through the whole draft, or you're the Cowboys first?
I say we can go through the Cowboys and then, I don't know, say...
whatever stands out to you.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it then. The Cowboys draft up 1 spot to round 1, pick 11 from pick 12. We draft up 1 spot, trade with the
Miami Dolphins.
We give them our first round pick and 2 of our 5th round picks to trade up 1 spot to draft Caleb Downs, which I fully believe to be a massive steal, and most people believe to be a massive steal. We really didn't expect to have either of the top 3, Downs, Reeves, or Styles, reach us. Reeves and Styles did not, but Downs was there, and we decided to make the move, went up 1 spot to guarantee that we get him, and boy, did we get him. We got Caleb Downs, huge play. He's safety from Ohio State. One thing against him, as this guy pointed out, he is 5'10", a little bit on the shorter side. Which hurts to say it as someone who's 5'10", but that's how it is in football. A little bit on the shorter side, but was an incredible defensive back for Ohio State, and was one of the big names, big defensive names in the draft. So huge pickup for the Cowboys, and I think a great pick, and most people agree. You got thoughts?
I mean, it's obviously good because the main focus of this offseason was defense.
Mm-hmm.
And we still think that they needed just that little bit more depth and more, defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that they didn't get like a receiver or another offensive player.
Yeah.
But safeties definitely.
Yeah.
We need a good safety.
Linebacker, safeties, cornerbacks. And we got a safety. A pretty darn good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple more picks go by. And we go actually trade back. We're at pick 20. We trade back with the Eagles. Get their first round pick, the 23rd overall pick, and 1 or 2 fourth round picks.
I think it was 2 because now they got 3 fourth round picks.
Yes, so 2 fourth round picks from the Eagles. The Eagles end up taking wide receiver from
USC,
Mekhi Lemon. And we drop back to 23rd overall. Again, I think maybe a little bit of a mistake. Don't know, depends on who you ask. But next, we end up taking defensive end Malachi Lawrence. Good player, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit of a reach, as some people were saying. I kind of agree. I think he's a good player. But it was maybe just a little bit early to take him. He's a later first round, early second round pick. In my brain, really later first round pick. I think we really wanted Akeem Messidor, who the Chargers took at 22 right before us. And we're like, well, let's take the next best defensive end. Ended up getting Malachi Lawrence. Not a terrible pick, but definitely not as good of a trade as that first one that we traded up to get Caleb Downs. But we'll see if we do anything with those fourth round picks. Again, maybe we package a couple of fourth rounds, a couple of fifth rounds, or maybe our third round to move some and get someone in the second. I don't know. Because just a little bit more quality depth across the whole defense would be nice. So if we could do something like that, I'd be happy with it. I'd still be happy with it. Again, Malachi Lawrence. Again, we're still need to address defense. Get a pretty good edge rusher. Yeah. Thoughts?
I mean, almost the same thing. At least we're getting defensive players. I was a little bit excited because on here it says a linebacker, and I was like, yes, they're finally getting linebackers because I'm pretty sure that was like the biggest gap the Cowboys are missing right now.
Right.
But then we were talking. You said he's more like an edge, and I was like,
yeah. Well, even if maybe he lines up at linebacker sometimes, but he's more of a pass rusher.
Yeah.
And more of a power pass rusher than a speed pass rusher. So again, he's just an okay pick, and I don't hate him.
Still good for defense, but I was expecting a linebacker for sure.
Definitely. Again, the top ones that went out: Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles. Those were the names that was like, ooh, if we could get one of those guys. Same with Caleb Downs. But safety was just a little bit less of a priority to at least us two. Again, we were us two. At least for us two, we were like linebackers, please.
I'm still pretty good. We got this safety though.
I agree, but I definitely think pass rusher is a little bit lower on that list, but still, any help on the defense is good. But again, this guy, just okay. Not super excited about the pick. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully he can become something great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not super high on him as I am Caleb Downs. Where I'm like, Caleb Downs is gonna come here, do something crazy. Malachi Lawrence, I'm like, hey, he might work out. Hopefully he does. But I don't know.
That's the NFL.
That's the NFL.
That was it for the first round for the Cowboys, at least.
Yes.
I will say though, for like whatever pick that shocked us, I'm kind of surprised that the Rams got a quarterback.
Well, I definitely a first round quarterback. I mean,
Yeah.
because there was a chance that Ty Simpson wasn't even gonna go in the first round. They ended up taking him at 13 overall. Didn't even trade back or anything. So, maybe not super omega surprised. I mean, they're getting ready for Matthew Stafford's retirement, but so early in the first round, I'm a little surprised, definitely. But I mean, there were rumors that some other teams are trying to trade into the first round or up in the first round to maybe draft him. And Ty Simpson is the number 2 quarterback off the board. His main complaint is that he's not, maybe not exactly pro ready, doesn't have too much experience. And since he's going to sit behind Stafford for a year, presumably, that could be a really good thing, honestly. I think it's a great pick for the Rams if they're getting ready for Stafford's retirement. Probably his last season is what this means. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick. Just, again, I think if anything, how early it happened in the first round, it surprised me just a little bit.
Yeah, it just kind of shocked me too. I'm like, this is the end for Matthew Stafford.
It is.
Which kind of sucks. You know, he's kind of like at least to me right now at this point of his career, he was kind of like the Drew Brees.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's yeah. I mean, he's been around and he's been great his entire career. I think his rookie season was what, 2010?
Something.
Well, he's been in the NFL for most of our lives. 2009 was his rookie year. So for most of our lives he's been in the NFL. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be crazy to see him go.
Mm-hmm. And also, like what you said too, the Giants had a pretty good first round too.
Oh, they did. That's kind of a scary thing, obviously. I mean, the Giants and the Commanders. The Giants and the Commanders took those 2 players. The Giants took Arvell Reese at number 5, and the Commanders took Sonny Styles at number 7. The 2 linebackers we were looking at, both really great defensive players. So I mean, those are 2 dogs that I was obviously hoping we could get if they fell to us. Those are 2 dogs that I mean, those are good picks for them. And then again, the Giants at pick 10, they get themselves a pretty decent offensive tackle as well, as with Francis Maui Owa. I'm pretty sure the G sign Maui Owa.
They're trying to say Marcus Mariota.
Nope. Francis Maui Owa. At pick 10 right before it. So the Giants ended up with 2 top 10 picks, and yeah, I mean, Arvell Reese, that guy's a dog. Sonny Styles, that guy's a dog. But yeah, I think the Giants had themselves a good first round, definitely. And like we said, the Eagles traded up to get that wide receiver. So very likely is A.J. Brown on his way out from the Eagles. So that's kind of good news. Yeah. Been replaced with a rookie. Yeah, I mean, that's the rest of the NFC East, at least.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza is going to the Raiders. I think, honestly, he should sit behind Kirk Cousins the whole season, or at least for most of the season. Same way that it was probably going to happen with Stafford, because I'm a Kirk Cousins defender till I die. I think he should be my dad. No, but I think Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback. I think he'll be a great QB mentor. So, and I think he'd be a good QB mentor for Fernando Mendoza. And I'm kind of sick and tired of rookies being thrown into the fire and seeing if they survive. I think it's good for rookies to sit for at least a little bit. So that's kind of what I want to see from the Raiders as well.
Look at how Jordan Love ended up after sitting behind Aaron Rodgers.
That's just the story. Same thing. Patrick Mahomes sat up behind Alex Smith for 1 or 2 years as well. I think 2 years. That's just the way it should go. I mean, even Dak Prescott didn't start immediately. Yeah, he was behind Romo for a season and a half.
Even though that was due to a back injury, Tony Romo's a pretty good quarterback coach. Yeah,
well, absolutely, dude. Romo, he's my boy. I don't want him to be my brother. No, yeah, absolutely. He ended up starting because of an injury, but still, I mean, he had that got that mentorship because he didn't start immediately. I mean, if they did throw him straight into the deep end, who knows what kind of QB he turns out to be, you know? So I think I'm tired. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of QBs being straight into the fire.
Like how Cam Ward for the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fan of Cam Ward too.
Yeah.
But then because of that rough start to the season, people are thinking he probably wasn't the pick. But then later on in the season, as he started getting the hang of it, he obviously showed a little bit why he was pick number 1.
Yeah. And I mean, the Titans are trying to help him out a little bit, I guess. They got a wide receiver at number 4 overall, which they had some issues in Tennessee with their receivers. So, but definitely a bit of a reach.
They also got an edge too, so
yeah,
they're trying to improve. Also, speaking on the Titans, I do not like their new logo.
Yeah, it looks kind of I don't know. I mean, I appreciate going back to the Houston Oilers colors a little bit more, going back to that lighter blue, because those are pretty. It's a pretty logo, pretty uniforms. Sure. But that fire does a lot for the logo, the meteor fire, because now it's just circle slap. It's a T in a circle. That fire did a lot for the logo.
Yeah, what are they? The Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, exactly. Oval slap. But yeah. The Chiefs trade up to draft a cornerback, Mansour Delane from LSU. Bit of a surprise there for me. I didn't expect them to trade up. But, that happened. That's cool, I guess. Anything else that surprised me? The Jets exist.
Just got another receiver, it looks like, and another edge.
They got a tight end and a outside linebacker. Yeah.
The Browns are trying to get receivers too. They got a receiver from A&M, Concepcion. I was watching A&M football, and he's a pretty good receiver.
Well, they also got themselves a pretty good offensive tackle from Utah. Yeah, nothing else super surprising, I would say.
No, I'm pretty sure most of... Yeah, actually, no, not that much. I guess.
The Jets had 3 first-round picks, and I would say they were all okay. Yeah, that's what I got for you. I think they're all okay. None of them are super standout. I mean, I definitely don't think tight end is their main position of need. I don't know about drafting one in the first round. Yeah, really not super impressed by 3 first-round picks from the Jets. But it is what it is. Arizona Cardinals end up actually drafting Jeremiah Love. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. The running back, 3rd overall, another top 10 running back. So that's something. Yeah, we'll see what day 2 has in store. Rounds 2 and 3.
I want to see how the Cowboys do. I want to see how the
rest of the NFC East does.
Yeah, I want to see how they capitalize on their first round picks too.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, the Cowboys only have 1 second-day pick. That's their 3rd round pick. But again, I'd be more than happy if we traded that 3rd round pick, maybe a couple 4ths to move into the 2nd round. Let's get another good defensive piece. There's still plenty of good defensive pieces out there.
Yeah.
That could be serious contributors, Yeah.
Good first day of the draft.
I agree. It's always nice to have 2 top 20 picks. And I would say we hit and a half. We hit and a half. Yeah. Is there any other news this week?
Yes, actually. The Dallas Wings, I'm pretty sure first preseason game is April 30th, next Thursday, going against the Indiana Fever. I think it's Indiana.
Mhm.
But that's the Wings' first preseason game.
Mhm.
We get to see Azzy Fudd in action, see how her and Paige play together as teammates once again,
Mhm.
and I want to see how the Wings probably improve from last season. It's a preseason game, so I'm pretty sure we won't see that much
Yeah.
improvement. But this is mainly just to see how the rookies play, or how they would play and contribute to the team.
Mhm. I think the biggest piece of Wings news is the fact that their season tickets sold out. That happened. What day of the week was that? Freaking Wednesday. Their season tickets officially sold out. So pretty big for women's basketball in Dallas. Yeah, yeah.
They better win more than 10 games this season.
We have to, bro. we we have to. Oh man, last season was crazy. We have to, and I think we made so many good. I genuinely think our offseason has been so good.
Yeah.
Not just with Azzy Fudd, but we had a lot of great signings.
And again, my only concern is the lack of centers. But
Yes,
I guess that would be another reason to watch this preseason game, see how they.
but I think that is even. I mean, I think that's a bit more manageable in like the WNBA than it would be in the NBA.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it still is a concern, definitely.
Still want that extra center.
Only got the one true center, but she's a good center. We complimented her a lot last season as one of the bright spots after we traded for her.
Mm-hmm. But she can't play the whole game.
No, that's true.
All season.
That is true. I guess this can be part of other news because I forgot to say a lot of this stuff.
Oh yeah, isn't there something else with the Cowboys?
Other news.
Or did we say that last week?
No, other news. Brandon Aubrey officially signs his contract. Other news. George Pickens reportedly is going to officially sign his franchise tag. And Jerry Jones made a statement that they plan on Pickens being in Dallas next season. So no plans on trading him or anything. Reportedly. Other news. Like I said, White Langford was injured. Luis Crivello is also injured. Other news. Rupe Hintz still reportedly likely won't play games 4 or 5. So tough news for the Stars, but
I mean, by the way, they played these last 2 games.
I think that's all for other news. Because yeah, I mean, Rupe Hintz isn't even in Minnesota with the team, so he's definitely not playing 4. But reports are he probably won't play 5 either. But yeah, like you said, we've been playing pretty good hockey, even without such a good player. So,
Yeah, and even if he's healthy and able to come back, I'm pretty sure if the Stars continue to play like this, at least for the first round, he should probably still maybe take a game.
Yeah, you don't want to disrupt any like team momentum. Absolutely. Other news. Did that happen this week or last week? Niels Lundqvist signs extension, 2-year extension, and also became a dad.
Wait, what?
That happened this week, I think. Other news. Victor Wembanyama died.
Oh yeah.
Other news. No.
Not a. Just gave himself a concussion.
Yeah. But I mean, that's pretty big for the Spurs.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason. I'm pretty sure the Spurs lost that game too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why the Spurs lost.
Yeah, I guess other news. It looks like the Colorado Avalanche are gonna sweep the LA Kings. Buffalo's leading Boston 2-1. I guess this is what we should go through, especially since the Stars are still in the playoffs. We could talk about the NBA playoffs too if you want to, but the Carolina Hurricanes are looking to sweep the Ottawa Senators. They're leading 3-0. The Buffalo Sabres lead Boston 2-1. The Avalanche are looking to sweep the Kings. And then what's happening in the Ducks series?
I think the Ducks lead, right?
Let me check. The Lightning Canadians are split. They play again tonight at 6. The Flyers are looking to sweep the Penguins. They're up 3-0. And the Mammoth and Knights are split. Play today. The Oilers and Ducks are split. They play today. So, there are 3 teams right now that are on sweep watch. So, and I think that the Flyers and the Avalanche are going to pull it out. Maybe the Senators managed to win one against the Hurricanes, but
A little gentleman sweep.
yeah, gentleman sweep maybe for the Hurricanes, but kind of think that the Flyers are going to do it. I don't think I said this on podcast, but I said it to my sister at least, and you can ask her. I was like, I think the Flyers actually win that series.
Man, you can ask her now. Her number is now on screen.
That's not true. He's lying to you. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the NBA playoffs?
I mean,
It's up to you. We don't have a team in the playoffs, so it's not as relevant.
yeah. I mean, the playoffs right now is actually Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's definitely surprised me. These last 2 games came down to almost the exact same moment. CJ McCollum saving the Hawks. Basically the same thing he did game 2, the last second shot, and he made it. Atlanta's leading New York 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto beat Cleveland, which is kind of surprising, but they're also in Toronto. Minnesota blew out Denver today. The Rockets have been disappointing.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Durant missed game 1, came back for game 2. I'm pretty sure in the second half of the game, Kevin Durant only scored 2 points. Kind of concerning for like the best player on the Rockets.
And it's against Lakers team without Luka or Austin Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Luke Kennard had 25 points this last game. So
yeah,
that's where the Rockets are at.
OKC continues to blow out Phoenix, which I'm pretty sure has some controversial calls again. Probably leaning toward OKC getting all those calls.
Right. Well, this last game, SGA had 13 free throws. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, and I'm also pretty sure it's because the Suns were getting beat so bad that Devin Booker probably said what he said about the fouls being called. I mean, I don't know exactly what he said, but he got fined for saying it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, 9 free throws. My fault. Excuse me.
Oh, and then I guess the other biggest thing was Victor Wembanyama did trip himself.
Yeah.
He did trip himself and looked like a bobblehead when he hit the ground.
Well, that's definitely a concussion, bro. He's probably out for the rest of the series, dude. Unless they manage to go to Game 7. He's out for at least the rest of the series.
I mean, the Spurs...
Yeah, they are playing the Trailblazers, so...
Yeah. The Spurs definitely do got the Trailblazers, I'd say. But it's going to be a lot tougher without Victor.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's it. Boston and Philadelphia play tonight. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope Philadelphia wins.
What do you mean? Screw Boston.
Yeah, but I also don't like Philadelphia either.
Yeah, that's true, but they're not going to win past Boston.
Yeah. Let's just stop talking about NBA playoffs because the Mavericks aren't in it.
Okay. I think that's going to be the video then. We've once again yapped. We've once again yapped for quite a while. We're coming up on an hour and a half. These last two podcasts have been some long ones, but I think they've been good ones. Let me know if you think they've been good ones, and yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. If we're talking too much, if we're not talking enough, if you want us to talk more about something, let us know.
Yeah, talk more about sports.
Talk more about sports. Let us know. Let us know what you guys think. If you enjoyed, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on our socials. We haven't posted TikTok in a couple of weeks. That's my fault again. Blame me for that. But they're there. The links are in the description if you want to follow. And if you've made it this far, go ahead and comment.
Go Stars.
Go Stars. And we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Every Friday at 10. Go Stars. All right. It ain't the Jersey vibe.
Yeah, no Jersey Fabian.
No Jersey Fabian.